Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing and means so much to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Today we're going to unbox all the things I bought at the Chanel store in Paris. We shopped at 31 Rue Cambon, which is the only Chanel store in the world where you get the white packaging. So we have white packaging, and I did bring all the white packaging home. So those of you who watch me regularly know that I don't do packaging, I recycle it all. There is no point to me keeping it. I just put it in the industrial recycling bin that I have here and off it goes. The white packaging is a little bit special. So I do have the odd box or packaging laying around in this room that is a special edition or means something to me. I've got some of the old Louis Vuitton boxes that are in that chocolatey brown color instead of the orange they now do. I do have some white packaging from Chanel that I got with a pre-loved piece that I bought, and it all sits just out of shot on this top shelf up here. So, and I've got the Fendi Tiffany packaging, so if it's a limited edition then I'll generally hold on to it, but everything else goes. So this all had to come back in the boxes from Paris, which was not easy, I'm gonna tell you. I bought a fair bit. There's a fair few things here. There's like six boxes and some other stuff. There's a lot of stuff. I enjoyed Chanel. So we'll start with the little bag. So within the Chanel store at 31 Rue Cambon, it also has like a little beauty section where you can buy the Chanel beauty items, and we were wandering in there while our sales associate was wrapping us up, and I bought a few things while I was standing there. So I'd like to thank Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet. She gave us her sales associate's contact details for Paris, and then that sales associate couldn't see us, so she handed us off to someone else. So we actually went in with an appointment that was pre-planned. There were no lines at Chanel anytime we walked past, so we probably could have just wandered in and seen someone, but having an appointment always makes life a lot easier because you know someone's expecting you. So in here she gave me a few things. I got some sample perfumes. So I got the Chanel Paris Eau de Toilette, I got Chanel Chance, and I got Chanel No. 5, all in little samples. And then, oh, they were also lovely enough to give me, because I asked for it, the little, where is it? The little clasp. So I don't have one of these yet. So Chanel make these, and if you'd like to make the straps on any of your chains smaller, you can just use this teeny tiny little contraption, and it gives you instructions on how to use it. And I didn't have one, and she's like, do you want one in silver or gold? And I went, they're going to sit inside the bag anyway, just give me a silver one, it's fine. But they do give you these if you ask for them. So it was the first time I'd ever asked, and they had one, so that was great. To be fair, if I'd try and get it in Sydney, they'd probably say they don't have any. So these are the beauty items that I picked up. So they actually had some of the color codes mirrors left over. Most of these sold out worldwide, certainly in Australia, well and truly gone. You couldn't get any of it. They didn't have any of the brush sets, which I was upset about, but they did have the mirrors still. So I have a few of the mirrors. I just like the colors, and I bought a few for gifts for friends, and this is one of the colors that I wanted for myself just to keep. So this is the yellow that they brought out. It's called Ovni. That's the color, number 129 Ovni, and it's just this really beautiful yellow color. So I was happy that they still had those available, because the yellow was one that I did miss when they were out. So I picked that up, and the other thing that I got was one of these ridiculously expensive lipsticks. So if we open it up, I got it in number 8, and it comes in this teeny tiny little white box. And if we open it up, It's very pretty. It's very heavy. So the packaging looks like this. And then if I open it up, this is the color that I got. So it's a very, very dark pinky red. They did not do any true pinks, but this was the closest. So I'll see if I can show you guys on the back of my hand. So it is very much a pinky red color. So that was the one that I chose. And these are refillable. So you can buy the refills for these. You don't have to buy a whole new lipstick. They are crazy expensive. It comes with its own little pouch to keep it protected. So you put that in there and throw it into your handbag like you do all your other lipsticks. But the very expensive lipstick is now safe and sound in its own little bed. So yes, I got one of those. So that's the next thing. And be careful I don't throw out the packaging because that's an automatic for me. I'll just throw it all out at the end. No. Think, Meredith, think. So let's move all of this over here so we don't get it confused. All right, let's move on to the things that are not beauty items because there are lots. So let's just bring them a little bit closer because they're a little far away. Okay, so first thing comes in this box and I've got all the camellias. Probably not going to keep the camellias. I keep the silk ones when I get them from pre-loved items, but I don't keep the new ones because I'm not fussed on them. So beautiful white packaging with the address on it, 31 Rue Cambon. And if we open this up, it comes in a box like this. So some of you probably know what's in this just by looking at the kind of box it is. Oh, I'll just fix them up because they've turned around in transit. So this is a pair of earrings. And they're in silver. So these are fashion earrings. These are not high jewelry. So one is the camellia and one is a star. So I did love the fact that they were two different things. And these are hoops. So let's see if I can get them out for you guys. There we go. So that's the first one. That's the star. You can see the hoop. And then the other one is the camellia with the CC in the middle and also the hoops. So I just love that these were so different. They both have the little CCs in the middle of them. So very Chanel, but still fun and playful and beautiful. And yeah, I thought they were cute. So I grabbed them. They had so many earrings, But yes, so they're the first thing that I am unboxing for you guys. They weren't the first thing I chose. Oh, so let's put them away and get the next thing out. All right, so in the next box, let's look at this one. So another camellia. I think I did pretty well to get it all back, still looking so put together. And I haven't opened any of this, so none of this has been unboxed in my hotel room because I knew I was bringing it back in the packaging. So it's all stayed in the packaging. Some of the ribbons came off in transit, but it is what it is. So let's open this one. And we have another pouch style. So once again, you probably now know what's in this. And I love these so much. So it's another set of earrings. And they're little Chanel handbags. I saw these and loved them. They had a few different sets of the handbag style earrings, but I really loved these because they're hoops. So they'll kind of sit like that on the ear and you won't see what they really are until I'm side on. Like you won't really see the handbag. So it's kind of a if you know thing, or you've really got to pay attention. And because they do face out, they do have a left and a right. So you're going to have to be aware when you put them on which is which. So yeah, I just thought they were so cute. So the CC is only on one side, which means that it's like, make sure that when you're putting them on, you're putting them on the right way. So the little CC's head are on the outside of the ears. Unless you don't want people to know what they are, in which case you can wear them back front. Whatever makes you happy. but I just thought these were so cute. Like the detail on this is so amazing. Let me see if I can get close enough for you. There is a tiny little Mona Lisa pocket on the back of that. If I turn it over, you can actually make out that it has a little flap on it. So these are tiny, tiny classic flaps. So the detail is really quite amazing. And then they've got the little CCs on the ends as well. So for fashion jewelry, there's a fair bit of work has gone into them, I think. But yeah, I loved them, so I bought them. And there is another pair that I will not unbox for you. Actually, I've already taken them out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to get confused. I've already taken them out. I bought my mother something while I was in Chanel as well, and she's not getting it till Christmas. So yeah, we won't even talk about it. Okay, next comes in this box. So this is one of the ones that lost the ribbon in transit, which is fine, but I still have the packaging, obviously. So I had said to the sales associate as we were wrapping up, I really love camellias. Like I collect the older style camellias with all the, so all the silk ones. They're actually up there in a Louis Vuitton Perspex box, and I really love them. So she went off and she came back and she said, have you seen these? Because these are really beautiful. And I was like, oh, they are. So she came back with this. She had two and I chose the one that I loved. And it is a brooch. So you can see it's got a pin at the back. Fabric camellia. Is it not stunning? It's so beautiful. I love the colors. And I just thought on a classic black jacket on the lapel, it would look beautiful. I could put it on a bag, on a fabric bag if I wanted to, but I envision this on a classic black blazer. I think it would be beautiful. Not to make it the blazer look like it's Chanel, but just as a beautiful, beautiful brooch on a classic black jacket. I think, yeah, I think that's just stunning. So that's why I bought it, and that's how I envision styling this. I think it's going to be gorgeous, but these colors and the metallic through it, yeah, as soon as she brought them out, I was like, yeah, I desperately need this. I think it's gorgeous. So they do make these brooches. Chanel do lots of fun fashion jewelry. They do lots of earrings and brooches and necklaces and all sorts of things. And they aren't cheap, but they are generally pretty well made. And this is just a little bit different. So if you love the camellias like I do, then maybe keep an eye out and see if you can get yourself a fabric camellia brooch. So that was the next thing. Oh, let's get into the SLGs and bags because there are both. So let's have a look at this box. Once again, did not make it with the ribbon, but that's okay. They moved around in my suitcase a little bit, but everything made it okay. So we started in the SLG section. So you can see I've just thrown the ribbon and the camellia in. We started in the SLG section, and the sales associate just brought out trays of SLGs and yes, no, and pulled things out, found more things, and this was what I chose because I thought it'd be perfect. So my favorite card holder that I use a lot is a Chanel card holder. It's pink, and I have another one in the rose gold. So I have one that matches this. I have sold one recently in black lambskin. I didn't like it, but this one I think is perfect. So I got the card holder in the reissue chevron black aged calf skin. I am a fan of aged calf skin. It wears well. I've got a wok in it and I travel with that wok and it always travels so well. I never worry about it. I never worry about the aged calf skin. It's a really good finish for Chanel. Obviously caviar is always better, but in terms of lambskin pieces, I love the aged, sorry, not lambskin, in terms of like different leathers, the aged calf skin is a really hard wearing one despite what you think it's going to be. So I chose the silver hardware. I do have a reissue handbag. It's down here and it does have gold hardware, but I really love the silver and I don't care. I'll mix metals. And it has the burgundy interior that is seen in lots of classic flaps. It's got one pocket on the front, it's got the main pocket in the back, and then you've got 2 more pockets on the back here. So yeah, I saw this and thought, yep, that's perfect. So that's the one that I chose. They had lots of different colors and lots of different SLGs. They did pretty well. They certainly had more stock than Hermes did, so that's handy. Next is this one. So the boxes are getting consistently bigger. You can see that. This one I think it was either me or Dale. I'm not sure which of us had mentioned that we like this style. And then anytime we said we liked something, basically the sales associate would just run around and grab everything. So we said we liked SLGs and suddenly all these trays of SLGs came out. We said we liked fashion jewelry and earrings, suddenly all these trays of earrings came out. And when Dale mentioned this, suddenly she bought us all this type of handbag, and Dale was looking at them and I was like, I really like that one. And luckily I waited until Dale had expressed an interest in one, and then it wasn't the one that I wanted, so I did wait. But then I piggybacked on that. So it comes in this dust bag. If we open it up, it is a Chanel wok in this stunning metallic blue, and it has silver hardware on it. So I love Chanel woks. I think this is my 9th Chanel wok, 8 or 9, I can't remember now. Actually it's not silver hardware, it's ruthenium hardware. There you go, I was wrong. But it's just this beautiful metallic blue, and I don't have a blue wok. I don't really have anything this kind of color in my collection, I don't think. Some of you know my collection better than me, you tell me if I'm wrong. It is in lambskin, and it is quite soft, but it does have a slight texture to it, and I think that's probably from the metallic finish, so I think it'll be okay. I don't think it's going to scratch. And then if I open it up, it's still got all the bits and pieces. Let's get that off. So we have just a standard wok interior. You've got all your card slots at the back. You've got your slot at the front. You've got a zipper compartment. So these are standard woks. And then a zipper compartment up here that runs the whole length of the wok. So I love woks. I took 2 away with me. Which ones did I take? I took my pink one, which is up there, and I took my black aged calfskin, which I always travel with. I always travel with woks. They're super convenient to travel with because they carry all your necessities, including your phone, and they go crossbody. And yes, I do love a wok. This has got stickers on it, which I am going to have to sit and take off because we all know how I feel about stickers. And it's still got stickers on the zipper. I will come back to them later. What are you? Oh, pull that out as well. Yuck. So the chain has the ruthenium hardware through it. And the best thing about a wok is the fact that it goes crossbody quite comfortably. So yes, I just thought this was the prettiest color, and this metallic sheen to it. So interesting. So I love it. I have the fabulous people at Handbag Angels sending me a base shaper for it so that it'll fit in permanently and give my wok some shape. Do I have one up here with a base shaper in it? I do. So this one has a base shaper in it, and you can see it's perfect on the bottom. It helps it keep its shape. So I have them coming from Handbag Angels. If you do have woks, then hop on and have a look at their website. I've got a discount code down below. It's not an affiliate code. I don't get any kickback. I just like their stuff. But they're great for woks for keeping their shape. So that is the SLG that I got, because it is classed as an SLG. So let's look at the bag that I got, because I did get a Chanel handbag. Let's get the big box out. Oh, there we go. So we have this big box from Chanel. It's not a massive box, but it's big. There's a bag in there. So let's open it up and see what I chose. So you can see I threw the camellia and the ribbon in there. And then if we open this up, we have the dust bag and the care booklet. And let's put that back over there. So it's a bit squishy. Probably not going to be a classic flap. It's not even a mini, although there was a mini that I loved that I saw at Le Bon Marché, but they didn't have any at 31 Room Careborn, so I'll insert a picture of the one that I loved that I saw. It's black and white and pink tweed, but they just didn't have any, and if I was going to buy a mini it would have been that one, but all the other minis that she bought for us to look at were just not what I was looking for, or they were the heavily beaded ones, which were just so expensive. Even with VAT refund, I couldn't justify the cost of those heavily beaded minis. She did have the one that I had on my wish list with all the different coloured beads on it, and she had the wok and the mini in it. But when I got close to it, they're little squares of, I don't know, glass or whatever they are in different colours. They weren't straight, and I understand they're handmade. I get that, but it was going to drive me nuts to look at it. And for that amount of money, I just couldn't have something that my OCD was going to go nuts over every time I looked at it, because I could see they weren't straight. When you had the bag away from you, you couldn't tell that they weren't straight, but as soon as you got close to it, like, they're all over the place. So yeah, I couldn't do it. But she bought me this, and I looked at it and I said, that's awesome. I really love it. I, at that point, had not watched Lisa from Luxury and Life in the Middle's unboxing of this item. And it was funny because then I went back and watched it and went, oh, well, Lisa bought one of these, and then she returned it. But she didn't return it because she didn't like it. She returned it for other reasons. So I'm super excited to have one now. So let's get it out and show you guys what I got. So it is so while I'm getting packaging off, oh, there we go, got it, very well wrapped. This is a Chanel 22 in the mini size in the caviar leather in black, and you can see it's black on black. It says Chanel in the black. Now, the 22 has not been hugely on my radar, mainly because it's very expensive and there were some quality issues with them. Lots of people have had cracking, and the finishes haven't been great, and they were so expensive, so I just haven't even considered the 22. There was a denim 22 that came out that I did kind of want, but it was only in the bigger sizes. So I don't know, I wasn't willing to spend the money on it. I really wanted it in a smaller size, and they didn't do it in a smaller size. So I didn't end up getting that either. So I guess it was a matter of not the right bag at the right time. This one, on the other hand, in the mini size, is really quite perfect for me. So if we look at it, you have the chains on top and the medallion that's on it. And then, so these are the ones that you can pull to close it, but I'm probably never going to close it. Or they act as a top handle. These ones, which if you don't want to use them, you can just shove them inside the bag. You have a black braided, black cord style one, and you have a standard Chanel chain. So you could use them both. You can use one and shove the other one inside. You can just use the top handles and shove both of these inside. You have options with this bag, but it is caviar leather. It's going to wear really well, and it does go crossbody, and I really kind of love it. So I was putting it on in store, and I just thought it was absolutely perfect. It's great crossbody. It's a fantastic length that hits me exactly at my hip. I will insert some mod shots of me wearing it here so you can see what it looks like on me. But for me, this is the perfect size 22. If I could have this size in a whole heap of different colors, I would absolutely do it. if I could afford it, because let's face it, it's still expensive. So hang on, I'm just taking the sticker off the chip thing inside. There we go. So inside we have, really hard to see because it's all black quilted, so I'll just tell you about it. So it's a fabric interior, and then it's just got one like slip pocket, credit card pocket on the back, and then that's it. It's a big space. Well, it's not a big space, it's a small space. It's just a black hole. So it doesn't have a lot going on inside, but that's fine. And if I do this, let's put all of you in there. You've just got a really cute little bucket bag that you can just carry via the top handle if you want. So I love it. I think it's great. It's got lots of different ways you can wear it. You can do lots of different things with it. It's big enough to fit everything you've got to fit in it. It's caviar leather. It's the perfect size 22. So I'm stoked. I'm glad I've got one. And yeah, Chanel. I don't buy a lot of Chanel new from the store anymore. It's just too expensive. I can't justify the costs anymore. I was always going to buy Chanel in Paris, however, because yes, I get the VAT refund, but it's also Chanel in Paris. There is something romantic about buying from the French houses in Paris. So I wanted to buy Chanel in Paris. Will you see a whole heap of Chanel unboxings on this channel? Absolutely not. I do have another one coming from a pre-loved piece that I have bought, and that's a very special unboxing. But you don't see a lot of new Chanel unboxings on my channel. The little mini I saw in the black, white and pink tweed, I would maybe buy that new from store if I could get it, but Sydney is notorious for having absolutely no stock, and the chances of me getting anything are slim to none. So I'm not even gonna hunt it. I don't have the patience for it anymore. If I'm desperate for it, I can probably pick it up on a pre-loved site, like someone who's bought it and flipped it, but I will pay a premium for that. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, Chanel is just so expensive now. I am glad that I bought all these beautiful pieces. I love all of them. I am happy that I got them in Paris, but yeah, there's not going to be a whole heap of Chanel unboxings on this channel. I just can't justify it anymore in my own head. If you still love Chanel and you're happy to pay those prices, then I am happy for you. I just can't participate anymore. I can't bring myself to do it, which for someone who owns Hermes Birkins and that kind of stuff, I understand is a stupid thing to do, but something is only worth what you think it is, and I can't justify the worth of Chanel anymore. Just my opinion. I still have all my Louis Vuitton unboxings to come from Paris, so you really want to be here for that. So make sure you're subscribed. There are always more unboxings to come. I have so much to unbox at the moment, so you want to hang around for that. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also hit the little bell notification so you know when I've uploaded videos, which is usually 3 times a week. I'll also throw up my Instagram handle for you so you can come follow me over there. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life, so please come follow me over there. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.